tailing him, and I was kind of yelling, "Thieves, you know, this guy stole my stuff."
Tonight, we look back at 2015.
I've lost a lot of close friends.
The stories that touched our hearts.
Every day that I remind myself of that I have him.
Some of them are still hard to believe.
You can't think very highly of what was done.
Some we'll never forget. Many came wrapped in inspiration. For the next half hour,
he's a 12-year-old. To see him involved in this kind of crime is extremely disturbing.
A WOWT 6 News special, 2015 Rewind, hosted by Brian Mastre.
Good evening. As we prepare to say goodbye to 2015 and hello to 2016, we thought this would be a good time to look back at those stories that made a lasting impression. After all, who can forget some of the big stories, like the little boy found in a dumpster in La Vista, his brother had been tossed in the Elkhorn River, or the one that made national headlines when Omaha police accused a woman of trespassing. She had been bitten by a tiger at the zoo. For the next half hour, in no particular order, we'll look at what was big on WOWT.com and WOWT 6 News and what you shared on social media. We'll begin tonight with a story that still has a lasting impression on the entire community. In May, a fleeing fugitive shot and killed Omaha police officer Kerrie Orozco while her team tried to arrest him. Her partners returned fire, killing the suspect, Marcus Wheeler. Officer Orozco was an hour away from maternity leave. Her premature baby, Olivia, was finally healthy enough to go home from the hospital. Carry On became more than a hashtag, but a way of getting through the sadness. Thousands attended her funeral. Millions of people shared this photo of construction workers honoring her during the procession. Law enforcement from around the country stood still in the rain as she was laid to rest.
It was the worst thing that happened to me, but it was one of the best things that ever happened to me. I mean, I feel blessed that I was there.
Officer Chad Schroeder rode with Officer Orozco in the ambulance. He wrote a poem about the final moments with Kerrie. In Chicago, he shared it in front of first responders from across the country.
The name of the poem is 3 Minute Ride, and it was, I wrote it about my ambulance ride with Kerrie that day. I stepped into the ambulance in total disbelief. It would be a 3-minute ride full of heartache and grief. I'd taken this ride before, but never with one of our own. This ride was different, and it sent a chill to the bone. I knelt down and brushed the hair from Kerrie's face. I watched the medics go to work at an incredible pace. The look on our faces was nothing I can explain. As tears started pouring, our hearts filled with pain. Before I knew it, 1 minute had passed. Medics were still trying, working so fast. I began to question myself and question the cause, but then remembered Kerrie loved our job and would never show pause. 2 minutes in, I felt overwhelming sorrow as I realized we had no more time to borrow. It was time to talk to Kerrie and give her some peace. She needed to know so her spirit could release. I got as close as I could and I whispered in her ear, "We love you, Kerrie. You have nothing to fear. For your ultimate sacrifice, it is our duty to atone. Your family is now our family, and we will cherish them as our own." Shortly thereafter, the ride came to an end. It may take forever for our hearts to mend. If you have ever met Kerrie, consider yourself blessed. She is 1 in a million, and she passed this final test. Now it is our job to leave no doubt, absolute zero, to pass on to Olivia that her mom is our hero. Several days have passed, and the pain is still great, but her legacy grows larger across all 50 states. So many life lessons. For my police sisters and brothers, Kerrie taught us to think less of self and do more for others. We need not look far, and I would suggest Kerrie is a role model, the best of the best. She will always be with us, looking down with her smile. Angels like Kerrie make this job worthwhile.
The man who shot Officer Orozco was a felon, so he couldn't legally buy a gun himself. His girlfriend bought that gun for him. It's called a straw purchase. She was arrested for the crime, recently sentenced. The federal judge gave her probation, no jail time. Kerrie Orozco's mother told us that she said the judge's decision was a slap in the face. Another major story from 2015 happened around the same time as the death of Officer Orozco. Remember this photo? It was shared millions of times. The boy, wearing only a diaper, was found alive in a dumpster in La Vista. Neighbors heard a muffled cry. But what was his name and who put him there? Soon, investigators found his mother dead and his 5-year-old brother missing. It didn't take long for investigators to unravel the mystery. 25-year-old Roberto Martinez Marinero is awaiting trial for kidnapping and murder ×2. In May, the Douglas County attorney said he admitted to stabbing and beating his mother and admitted to throwing his 5-year-old brother Josue into the Elkhorn River to conceal the initial crime. What became of his brother, Angel, who was found in that dumpster? We sent Matthew Smith for a progress report.
No! We gotta keep going for him. We gotta put a smile on our faces for him. He doesn't need any more sadness on his life.
After 6 months, it's almost hard to recognize 17-month-old Angel Ramirez. That is understandable. Many of us have a single image burned into our minds. Angel, just moments after he was found and rescued from, of all places, a La Vista dumpster. But time has moved on since that chilly May evening. Angel's growing up fast. He's walking, falling, too. Naomi, or Nana as the family calls her, is kind of like a sister. On this afternoon at Kuntz Park, they take turns getting pushes from Veronica Rosa, the woman who came in from Austin, Texas, to help pull her family together in the wake of a devastating tragedy. She's been here since, and to this day, she's the rock her family needs.
That's every day that I remind myself of that I have him.
May was a busy month. This case took place at the same time that Nebraska lawmakers made history. They repealed the death penalty.
I tried 40 years and was unable. So with all the other things I'd done in the legislature, had this not achieved, I would have felt my whole tenure here to have been a failure.
It didn't take long for those who support the death penalty to mount a petition drive to put the issue before voters. 4 months later, enough signatures were turned in to put the death penalty on the ballot for November of 2016. The last time someone on Nebraska's death row was put to death was 1997. Many Husker football fans would like to forget 2015. Bo Pelini was out after 7 seasons, beginning the Mike Riley era. It didn't go well. Nebraska finished the year 5-7. The Huskers did receive a bowl bid because there weren't enough winning teams to fill the roster of spots. One of the team's highlights came in November, upsetting undefeated Michigan State. The Spartans rebounded, went on to beat undefeated Iowa in the Big Ten title game for a slot in the college football playoffs. Iowa will play in the Rose Bowl. Still ahead on our look back at the big stories of 2015. WWT 6 News viewers play a key role in identifying the suspect in this shocking attack in church. Plus, why a woman was kept in a coma for close to 2 months after a stroke. When 2015 Rewind returns.